So today, Shadow, the white German Shepherd, is being put to sleep. So headed into the rescue centre that I volunteer at to do some more behaviour modification sessions with some of the dogs there, and I was really excited to get stuck into our fourth session with Shadow, the white German Shepherd, that has just had an atrocious life. And a lot of you guys, just like me, have become very emotionally attached to his journey and his rehabilitation, and we were starting to make progress. Slow, but we were making progress, and it was an absolutely fascinating case. Unfortunately, when I got there and I spoke to the guys that run and work at the shelter, since I was last there, some bad news had happened. A lot of you guys had noticed, and we talked about it in some of the previous episodes with Shadows, that it was very evident that his back hips were in an absolute state, and it was causing me some concerns because I didn't want to work him too hard. I didn't want to find myself in any kind of physical confrontation with him that might provide any further damage to his back hips. It was something that I was incredibly aware of and something that I was trying to manage and stay on top of throughout this training and behaviour modification plan that we were going through. The plan was to do some stuff on resource guarding today and really try and find a way of getting a muzzle on him so that we could start to overcome some of these quite significant aggressive outbursts that he was dealing with. But when we got there, we found out that over the past couple of days his hips had just completely dropped out on him and he wasn't even able to stand up anymore. The vet had come, the guys had asked the vet to come and see if there was anything that they could do for him, and the vet had kind of give us the bad news that there was absolutely nothing that could be done for his hips, and the kindest thing for him was going to be to put him down as he was in agony, he's in a lot of pain. So we went to see him. I went to see him kind of for the last time and to kind of say my goodbyes to him. Unfortunately, it was awful, but when we got there he couldn't even stand up. If you saw some of the previous episodes, he was going through the process of being quite reactive at the kennel, and he couldn't even stand up anymore. He couldn't sit down on his hips. He was just stuck in that kind of that position by the wall in his little kennel run. So if I'm being completely honest, I don't even really know what to say. I just know that a lot of you guys had been really enjoying following his journey as much as I was enjoying working with Shadow and enjoying trying to help make progress with him. He's the kind of case that I wake up in the morning excited to help. These are the dogs that I absolutely adore working with, the dogs that other people have given up on, the dogs that have been mistreated, have been abused physically, emotionally, and try and give them a second chance at life. And I did think that we were gonna be on a long road with Shadow, but the road was going to lead to him finding a nice forever home. So absolutely devastating news for me when we got there, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be just as devastated, but I wanted to fill you in on what had happened with him, and that the vet was coming out to him to do it there. They weren't going to try and take him to the vet. We were going to make it as comfortable as possible for him, and like I say, that there's no nice way of sharing news like this. It's the worst part of working with these kind of dogs is that this is why I get up in the morning, is to try and save these dogs' lives. Usually it's through behaviour and training issues that I'm battling up against, not necessarily health issues that we're battling with, and it's just, yeah, it's devastating. So there we go. I wanted to kind of keep you guys updated. Thank you for all of your support with him, and we're going to keep cracking on. We're going to keep working with the other dogs there. Shadow had a place in my heart. I've become very, very fond and attached to him, but it really is just a drop in the ocean of the problem that's out there. So we're going to be getting back there. We're going to be carrying on volunteering and working with some of these dogs, and we won't forget him. I hope everybody learned something from that experience, and like I say, there's not really too much else that I can say. We'll see you on the next video, I'm afraid.